Hi everyone, this is Laura Leone, and today I just want to talk about remote viewing and maybe do a little fun practice at the end and see if we can get past some of these false beliefs that we cannot do reviewing, we cannot do remote influence, and talk about some of this. And this is going to be part one. I'm also going to have a part two, which I'll bring up in the end. The part two is going to be kind of like a check and verify process using pendulums and whatnot. But today is going to be about the actual remote viewing itself. So I believe I should be able to see any chat comments if you're over here. And so a little bit of my background. I am a starseed mystic and spiritual teacher / reader, and I just want to do these videos on things that are interesting and just get the information out there with easy access to basically practice and know the information. And you don't always need a certificate or an advanced course or something special or something like that. So let's talk about it. So what exactly is remote viewing? Um, we get a lot of visions and think that necessarily you have to have a military background or possibly have some special training or special abilities or something to that effect. And that's not always the case. Actually, that's hardly the case. That's a very small population. I believe it's about 16% or whatnot, even less in today's environment, that are actually military backgrounds, veterans, and whatnot. I'm actually a military veteran in myself, but this is not very common. So that's not true. And this is one of those false beliefs, again, that are, something that's part of the programming that is not true. So let's talk about what remote viewing is. We went over what it is not. So remote viewing is something that you do almost all the time, if not all the time. You don't realize it, but you are manifesting yourself. You are projecting yourself from the observer view of your higher self into this incarnation in your body, through your body. So that means that you have a body, you have a soul, you're a source energy being. You can do the remote viewing. And there's more to it than just meditating and having a specific question or a specific answer. And generally, it's not like a quick and easy or quick and dirty thing that you can just force. It has to be something that is more focused, but comes kind of natural. And it's something that you want to practice like over and over again. And you're basically projecting your soul through all your chakras, your spirit, everything. And it's connected to everything: your mental, your physical, your emotion. And the more grounded you are, the more focused you can pinpoint this energy. So we are in an energetic toroidal shape, and this toroidal shape is kind of like, looks like a little cyclone kind of spinning around. And our energy is not only in our body, it's actually going through our body. And this can be even 5 to 6 feet away, and kind of like a Merkaba circle energy toroidal field. So just like the Earth, just like other planets, just like stars, just like the solar system, we're all in a big toroid, but also in our own toroid, all the way down to atoms themselves. So this is our makeup, and it's as small as an atom, and as big as, galaxies and universes and infinite incarnations, infinite potential energy. So let's talk about how we can use this. Do you have any comments here? Let me take a quick look. I can pick up on those and see if I can look in the chat and see if anything comes up. And if it does, then I will answer them as they come up. I don't see anything yet. And let me look over here on this other screen and see if there's anything coming up in the chat. Okay. So there we go. Okay, I don't have anything in the chat, so let's move on. So what can we use remote viewing for? And I'm talking about focused intention remote viewing, something that you want to really badly know the answer on, or maybe a past life, or really what I call a concurrent life, because it's all happening in the now, in the universe, in our incarnations, so in our energies. So is it a concurrent life? Is it something that you've always had a burning desire to know about, and you think you know the answer, but you quite don't? Is it just developing your intuition? Is it trying to find out, it's not really a fortune telling, so to speak, but since there really is no time in the spiritual world and in the etheric, Akashic, dimensions, astral plane, which we are a part of, just in a focused body right here. We have access to all of that. We can access our Akashic records. We can access a certain life, a certain feeling, our soul purpose. The list is endless on what we can do with this information. And, as far as your imagination goes, is as far as you can use remote viewing. And when you become a little more advanced, go into remote influencing some of those things. And then, you tell me. The possibilities are endless. So for me, I have had a little bit of trainings on this here and there. I do attend a psychic school. I've had some, courses. I believe it's strongly related to manifesting, and that being grounded and focusing your intention, even when you're awake and not just asleep, in the astral, or like semi-hypnotized and like theta state when you're meditating, that you can also be in this state when you're aware, consciously aware and awake as well. I know there are a lot of teachings that I've seen online where, they're teaching how to travel in the astral, and you do this before you go to sleep, and then you're asleep, and, the lucid dreaming, and, that's all good and well, but I'm talking about something a little bit, a little bit not different, but something that you're meant to do or be able to do when you're awake. So if you want to recall something, remember something, know about something that might or might not happen, find out if this is the best path for you, if you have a couple or a few different choices, if you fill in the blank A, B, or C, job or career path or relationship, or type of school you'd like to go to, and what resonates with you and in alignment with your higher self. So let me talk about manifesting. Now, manifesting is, you're basically manifesting, obviously, like we said, yourself, your soul, your essence, your prana, your chi, your ka, it is being manifested, and you are the observer as source and your higher self, and maybe in other incarnations, especially if you're a star seed. And that so that's really important to realize that if you ever hear of a spiritual teacher, a person who says, I'm the only one who can channel, I'm the only one who can manifest, I am the only one who can talk to the angels, or I am the only one who can fill in the blank. That's a bunch of BS, because you are a source energy being that is manifesting, and it's a miracle that you are manifesting your essence, your soul essence here, right now, at this time, which is a great time to be here on earth, for this very, very, very important awakening. And, we've gone through several awakenings, I believe, and I'm part Native American, so I really, follow a lot of those things, about the Hopi saying that we were, basically self-destroyed and, built back up about 4 times. And, the Mayan prophecies until the 2012, and then the new earth, and also going from, of course, the Piscean age to the Aquarian age, which we are in now. So let's talk about how to use this. So the important thing is to drop your false beliefs. And if you have some healing to do, so you can get in that space, because the best time to manifest is when you're in creator mode. And when you're in this creator mode, anything's possible. Anything is possible, especially right now with the veil thinning and spirituality opening up to so many in the world now, and that so many are waking up. And I don't think there really are any dimensions. I just think it's a frequency, like a dial on a radio. So this state of mind might be 2-dimensional if you're a rock. This state of mind might be, 3rd-dimensional if you're here and aware. This state of mind might be 4D if you're able to see fairies and whatnot and paranormal. This state of mind might be 5D if we're on the other side of, everything that's going on nowadays. That kind of thing, you get it. But we're definitely growing, improving spiritually, and perpetuating self-love is, a good place to start. Self-love, self-forgiveness, healing. Healing is like a hygiene, almost like taking a shower. You can, take a shower and do intention and do intentive healing as you're washing yourself. You can do aura hygiene, so to speak. And so this is a beautiful thing. If you just have the intention, then it will happen. You can program your water and have the intention to heal something in your water as you drink it. You can have the intention to wash away, energy from, wherever, your office or school or wherever, you had that day. Those are just some ideas. Have fun with it. A lot of people like affirmations. I also love affirmations. That kind of thing. If you ground yourself with the emotion, the positive emotion, then that really adds a lot of strength to what your intention is. Also, if you write it down, the visual, the physical motion of writing it down, the intention right there, and you add that little ping of emotion, like a little lightning bolt, that really helps as well. And you can start small with something, 1 or 2, maybe 3 small things for manifestations and intentions, or you can do one big one. But normally it's good to start small and see how those play out in the short term, and then work your way up as you go or as things come up. I'm developing a manifesting journal, starseed manifesting journal, and that's going to be coming down the road in the future, and oracle cards. So let's talk about crystals. So crystals, here's an amethyst, cards. So tarot or oracle cards, these are just tools. We are not reading the card or the crystal. We are actually reading our energy, or if we're talking to someone else, their energy. And so that is just a tool, a pendulum. That's not something that we have to have. It's something that's fun. It's something that keeps it kind of light, keeps it kind of, exciting, entertaining. And so that's, it's just a tool. The good thing about crystals is that crystals are conscious beings. So like this rose quartz, rose quartz is said to help the heart chakras. And, if you're possibly having an off day or think you're going to be in an environment with someone that does not come from their heart space, and you can actually take a pendulum and check the recommended crystal that you should take with you or wherever for this place, and just check with the pendulum, which I'm going to go over pendulums in part 2 video. This is just part 1. So you can actually ask your pendulum, which crystal should I use today for, and say what the event is, and the place, and then your pendulum can help you. Or you can just grab whichever one that you really love or like. And so, like, obviously this one's too big, but if you have a small one, you can put it in your pocket, your book, your book bag, your purse, whatever. You get the point. Like, this one's a lot smaller. That's for EMF, shungite, pyramid. So you get the point. So today we're going to do a quick meditation, and if you have any questions, I'll respond on the chat. Let me take a peek again. Let me take a peek. So if you don't have any questions, let's get going. So today we're going to pull a, let's do an oracle card actually. So I'm just using this Heal Yourself reading cards. And let's pull one just to give us a little insight as to what we might possibly do a remote viewing meditation on. And so this remote viewing is going to be on patience. So right now, as you know, there is a lot going on in the world, and a lot of it is just exposure and healing and bringing things to light. What's done in the dark, it comes out in the light, from basically, the cabal and whatnot, and that we are being healed as a whole, and as, being connected to the all. So let's do a quick practice on remote viewing. And if you're watching the recording, go ahead and pop in a question or just say hi, and I'll get back to you. So again, with the remote viewing intention, especially patience, let's just say we want to have patience with ourselves when we're learning new things, have patience with ourselves when we are practicing new things, have patience with ourselves when we don't get the quick and sharp answer and blunt yes or no. Sometimes it's not black and white, and it's gray, and 50 or more shades of gray in between. So let's tell ourselves that we love ourselves infinitely. We forgive ourselves. We heal ourselves infinitely. And we are very fortunate and should be supportive of each other during this time, to be here during this great awakening. And we chose to be here during this time for that, to help each other and to heal from within to the outside, because it starts from within. If you heal yourself from within and unconditionally love yourself from within, that shines and goes to the outside. And that's a good place to start, with self-forgiveness and self-love, from within to without, as above, so below. So let's do a quick one on patience. Let's get into it. And we're going to see if anything comes up, anything that you've been wanting to know about being patient right now. Okay, if you have a crystal and want to grab some, let's go ahead and grab those and get into remote viewing. Let's take a deep breath in. Let's take a deep breath out. Let's take another deep breath in. Let's take another deep breath out. I am a source energy being. I am loved infinitely, and I am protected infinitely with love and healing and infinite light of the source. Release a grounding cord and make the grounding cord any color that you choose. Anything other than white or black. Black is someone else's energy, and white is unconscious. Any color other than those two. And connect it from your root chakra or your bottom part of your bottom of your spine, right underneath where you sit down. And if you're female, snug that grounding cord up to about your belly button. If you're male, leave it at the bottom and make your grounding cord about as wide as a telephone pole or wider. And release it down, down, down through the earth's crust, maybe soil, rock, water, all the way until you reach the center core of Mother Earth, Gaia. And in this grounding cord, you're going to flush out and release anything that no longer serves you, anything that is not your own energy. If you see black leaving, that is not your own energy. And take your psychic finger, push the button to flush this away right at the top of your grounding cord. Keep on flushing what no longer serves you. And flush away all that black energy that belongs to others and not you. Now we're going to view. Take your viewing screen from your clairvoyance and your third eye area right here, between, right above your eyes, in the middle, a little bit behind them. And we're going to take a little psychic squeegee out your viewing screen, clear it out. And we're going to say patience. And then we're going to use a paintbrush, whichever color you like. Spell out the word patience. And see if anything comes up. I get patience on the future here. Patience for a brighter new earth. Patience for us as humanity. Patience with a bright, bright future. Patience of a future free of tyranny. Patience of being yourself out in the open and not feeling programmed or shamed to do so. Patience in remembering yourself from source, and that, star-seated or not, that you are loved infinitely. Patience with yourself for transformation during this time. Take another deep breath. Get any last tidbits about having patience? If you're hearing it, it's with your clairaudience and your throat chakra. If you're seeing it, it's with your viewing screen and your third eye, your clairvoyance. If you're knowing it, it's with your clairsentience and your crown chakra. Okay, let's finish up flushing out our grounding cords. Now let's picture a large, about 10-foot golden sun right above your head that you can pretty much touch it. And put in the sun everything that you need to be patient with. Everything and everyone that you need to be patient with and have patience for. And any feedback on patience, even at another time or on another day, that you might receive. The greatest good for all. Let's put all this in the golden sun. Let's put it in the golden sun. And let's fill that golden sun up with infinite love and infinite healing for all during this time of transformation and patience. And let's go ahead, start wiggling our toes. Leave your eyes closed for this last part. And let's take the big golden sun with those intentions and crack it over your head like honey. Let it drip down from your head all the way down your body and aura, through you, all the way down to your feet. And you're drenched in this beautiful golden energy, honey, sunlight energy with intentions. Set intentions. Let's go ahead and start moving around and open up our eyes. And that's it for part 1. So part 1, remote viewing, and part 2 will be on pendulums, just as a tool, and trying to get out of meditation mode here, and pendulums to kind of double check our work with these remote viewing sessions. Okay, let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Thank you. Take care.